Morning mate and cat chases. There you are. How'd you get around? What are you doing? You're silly goose. Good morning. Hello. So we're off to Parker, playing pseudo property manager at the moment. A friend of mine is selling her house / going to rent it, and they may manage the rental on their own, and since I'm local, I'm going to help them. So I'm off to show the place. So I have a question for you, a question of the day. Did you make a New Year's resolution? And if so, how well have you done? Have you stuck to it for the first week? What is today, Friday? Have you stuck to it? Or have you already had some slip-ups? One of the biggest keys to change is to know that it's a long-term thing. More about how well you get back onto the plan when you have a mistake. Because really and truly, it's very rare for you to make a big change and stick to it 100% long-term. The question will be, when you make a mistake, do you get back on track? Here's an example. I think I'm 7 years gluten-free as of this week. It's kind of funny, I remember that date. Gluten-free was probably my first step. Then I started, at the same time I was removing some processed foods. I used to cook a lot of packaged products and got into, if you've ever seen Sally Fallon's, what is that book? Her cookbook. Whatever it's called. I kind of started there, and it was overwhelming, all the stuff I was researching. I'm like, man, I'm never gonna make this. And I would do it for a week or a couple of weeks, and then I'd fall off. So let's fast forward 7 years later. I don't eat anything processed anymore. I'm probably 90% paleo when I'm not on a challenge. My discipline abilities have grown immensely. 7 years ago when I looked at it, I didn't think I could ever be here. It took, you know, each year I'd look back and go, man, look at all the things I did change and I did succeed at. Even though I didn't do them 100%, they just became habits over time, and I continued. So all I can say is, if you've made a New Year's resolution and you slip up, don't go, well, that's it. Get back on the wagon and do it again. And keep doing it again, and keep doing it again. And suddenly, one day you'll look back and it's a habit and you won't have to worry about it anymore. So good luck. Let me know how your New Year's resolutions have been going, if you have any. Put a comment down below. Thanks. Crazy sunbeams. Breakfast this morning, we have 2 scrambled eggs, steamy eggs, with jalapenos and salsa, and 2 thick cut pieces of bacon. For lunch today, I am doing a can of tuna with some homemade mayo. I tossed in some chopped celery that I saved from my stuffed peppers making the other night. I had some leftover hard-boiled egg from a salad I made hubby, and I think I'll chop up some celery rounds, or excuse me, cucumber rounds to go with it. But a little salt and pepper, voila, lunch. Scratch that, I'm going to use some little mini tomatoes rather than cucumber. For dinner tonight, we have some wilted spinach, a ribeye, and sweet potato with a little clarified butter. By the way, I usually only eat about half the ribeye, and I'll probably eat half that sweet potato.